Hello, my dear friends. It's nice biology, and I am Hemant Naik, your biology teacher. Today, we are going to read very common topic and interesting topic, that is nerve impulse. If you think when you are taking the injections or when you are getting the injury or something do like that, when you are getting the injury, then you are feeling pain or not? You are definitely feeling pain. Why you are feeling pain? Because there is a communication system in our body which feel as pain. Suppose any internal organs, if any damage or any problem is there, it is paining or not? It is paining, by which we can know that there has some problem in that particular organ. According to that, you are taking the treatment. This communication system is called our nervous system, which is coordinated to each organ, each gland, and every part of our body. Then we will study about the nerve tissue. In this nerve tissue, the main important part is, you see, it is our nerve tissue, and it starts with these structures. It receives the information which is called the dendrites. What it is called? Dendrites, to receive the information. Then where it will send? This structure is called the cytone, which will receive the information from the dendrites. After that, what it will do? It will carry the information through the axon. After the carrying the information to the axon, it is also a branch-like structures are developed from the axon, which is having some tips. These tips or ends is called axon terminal. Very clear. The information which is sent through the axon and it is end with the terminal. You see, this is the structure, terminal structures. These terminal structures are parts of the axon because it is in the tip, that's why it is called axon terminal. And now what will happen when this information is received by the dendrites? It will taken to the cytone. From the cytone, slowly this information go through the axon. After the axon, it will go to the axon terminal. There also one nerves are connected, the dendrite parts. This is branched part. Again, one nerves are connected. Here, this dendrites also connected with the end of another neuron. That is axon terminal. Are you clear? Because you see here there is a three. Here one neuron, this is one and this is one. What I want to say, actually what I am thinking, when you are reading the nerve cell, no, it is only one cell in our body. No, there is a million of nerve cells in our body, and how they are connected to each other and how they are spreading the message, spreading the information from one to another. And what is this information? Before studying the information, what is the neuron you clear? What is the dendrites which receive the information? What is the axon which carry the message? What is the synapse? We will see. This is the nerve cell. This is one nerve cell 1. It is connected with the nerve cell 2, and by a gap there is a between, because here this one nerve cell ends are there, that is called the axon terminal, and the second nerve cell is connected from here. There is a gap, there is a joint between these two neurons, that is called the synapse. What is that called? A synapse. Here also definitely one synapse will be there. Here it is neuron number 3. Here attached to the another, there is a gap between the axon terminal. This is the axon terminal connected to the dendrites, and that is called the synapse. Synapse means there is a gap between the two neurons. Now, because neurons are not connected to nerves here, they are also connected to the muscles. You see, here it is a muscle. It is a muscle fiber, because muscle fibers get joined together to form a muscle tissue. And these muscle fibers also attached to the, you see, these are the parts where the axons are become axon terminal, means this part of axon become attached, and whatever the information they want to take or they want to receive, they are received from this axon terminal. Now we will read about the information. What type of information, how the information is moving here. This information is like a wave. If you will take a stone and throw in the pond, the waves are coming now. The same concept is working here. How it is working here? You see, when the information will start, suppose you are taking the injections, thus the message is developed from there, and it is received by the dendrites of a nerve cell, and it will goes to the brain. Brain become analysis that what type of pain it is and where it is paining. again one message comes from that. That's why we are feeling the pain. It is simple logic behind it. Then what is this message, how it is going? This message is called the nerve impulse. The wave is just like a impulse. That's why that is called the nerve impulse. And it is developed in the nerve cell by changing the electric and chemical. Electrical and chemical change inside this neuron is develop a impulse. What is this electrical and chemical? Electrical means a small electric current. In our house, everyone having the connections when we on the switch, then fan or bulb, somewhat it is running. The same some very little potential difference working here, which is we call as a electrical. And there is a two ions which is responsible for the movement of the nerve impulse is called the sodium and potassium. Sodium and potassium are the two ions which helps to develop the impulse and carry the impulse and send the impulse. The nerve cell is connected to every part of our body. It is glands, the muscles, the nerves themselves, everywhere it is connected, which is helping the coordination. Then what I recall, which is very important, our concept, that is nerve impulse. What is the nerve impulse? I am repeating very careful, because nerve impulse is a sudden and autonomous, which is developed by the changing of electrical and chemical. By the changing of electrical and chemical, the nerve impulse develops and it is received by the dendrites. It is carried through the nerve impulse, and when the nerve impulse reaches to the action potential, it will again transmit to the another neuron. Like this, one neuron is connected with the other neuron by a junction is called the synapse, whereas the action terminals are connected to the muscle by the neuromuscular junction. Why it is called neuro means connected with the nerves. Muscular, why it is called? Because it is connected with the muscles. And junction means there is when the two things are joined with each other, that is called the junction. That's why two junctions we read here. One we read a synapse which is connected with the nerve cell with another nerve cell. Dendrites of one nerve cell connected with the axon terminal, which is called the synapse. Neuromuscular junction, when the axon terminals joins with the muscles, that's why that is called the neuromuscular junction. And why it is happening? It is simply happening due to the electrical and chemical changes occurs inside the neuron. I hope I can able to understand you about the nerve impulse. Thank you for watching my video.